Hey guys, Heidi Easley here. And I just want to say if you saw my live earlier, you probably saw me drop not only my iPad, but my entire phone into the paint. So hopefully nothing crazy will fall out of the sky during this. So I just want to say welcome. I am so happy you're here. I am going to be teaching you how to make a profit every party. And then we are going to be sharing how to sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, because here's the deal. Paint Party Headquarters, we have had for this is our 3-year anniversary. And I'm so excited to share it with you because we're going to see so many cool things. In addition to, this is the last time we are ever offering it at this price. So I'm really excited to share with you. I'm going to be pulling up my phone here so I can see comments. Oh, I got Bobby's phone here. So, hey, Tammy. Hey, Tracy. Go ahead and say hi. I would love to give away some fun. I love coffee. Y'all know I do. I'm actually drinking tea tonight. So let me know what you're drinking tonight so I can see that. Oh, Angela, hello. Oh my gosh, we had so many mishaps earlier. I was dropping, so I had paint all over me. I had paint on my phone. The whole thing came down. It was quite the mess. And then I blamed it on Bobby, and Bobby wasn't even in the room. But I mean, really, like, that's what we do, right? So Kimmy, you're so excited. Okay, let me get a drink. Who is excited? Who is excited to learn tonight, but also the potential of being a part of Paint Party Headquarters? I'm so excited. Hello, fellow Texan. Yes, go ahead and let me know. Oh, hi, Rita. You're so sweet. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Palmer. Oh, that sounds good. Let's see. We have some cherry sparkling water. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, people like real. So last week, a funny story, we were trying to go live and it kept messing up, and I may or may not have had, said a cuss word. I know a few people on this live right now have had lives where they thought they ended and something happened or went haywire, and you're like, and you accidentally may say a cuss word. So I'm pretty sure that happened last week. And so we were having some technical difficulties. And then again today, a few little things were crazy. So I just wanted to say welcome. Tonight is going to be action-packed, full of training. And in addition to training, we are going to be doing Q&A. So many of you hit reply, asked me a question, and I'm going to be sharing and saying your name, your question, and answering it to the best of my ability, okay? My goal tonight for you is to help you. And, if you're on the fence about, joining Paint Party Headquarters, is to not only show you a bunch of really cool stuff and that you can learn and take and go as you want, or you can immediately join Paint Party Headquarters. And Kimmy says, your tips got me 3 months of set paint parties at one location. The script works. Kimmy, thank you for saying that. So Kimmy is talking about this script that you immediately get access to as soon as you join. Contacting venues, what to say. And this is scripts and venue correspondence. So I'm very, very excited that is working for her and so many other people. Okay, so a lot of people are drinking tea with me too. I had to not drink the coffee because I'm already pretty wired up. I'm already really, really excited. So let's get started. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is the whole night today, I'm going to be giving away gift cards. I'm going to be teaching you a lot of stuff about paint parties. Then I am going to be sharing exactly what is included inside a Paint Party Headquarters, because we have tonight through Thursday night for you to join at $37 a month. And then it never, ever will be that price again. So you will be grandfathered into that price. So we're going to learn a lot. I'm going to answer a ton of your questions. And then those of you that are ready to join, we are so excited to welcome you in. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. This part always gets a little awkward. And I want to say a quick few hellos. And Michelle, hot chocolate. That sounds delicious. Oh, Sue, welcome. I'm so happy you joined. Oh my gosh, I am going to take great care of you. And let's see, Shay joined. Carolyn joined today. So many of y'all have joined. I just want to say welcome. We are so happy to help you. And again, we don't take it lightly. And me and the whole Paint Party Headquarters team, you want to say hi, please? Hold on. My doggy wants to say hi. And me and the whole Paint Party headquarters team really, and Blue, he's like the mascot. I got kiss on the lips. Thanks, Blue. We really take it seriously, and we provide marketing and so much more. Do you want to stay? Oh, you just want to make out. Do you want to stay in here, or do you want to go? Do you want to go with Daddy? Do you want to go out? Okay. If you want to go out, okay, let's go out. Okay. We have a little dog wanting to go out. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Okay. And if you're in PPHQ, go ahead and do hashtag PPHQ. I see Anita's here. I see Brenda's here. So many of you in Paint Party headquarters. Linda says it's the best money I've ever spent on myself. I love that. Y'all, I really am. I hope after this next 45 minutes to an hour together, and then I'll be answering questions. I hope this really, really helps you. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. Forgive me for if it gets a little weird for a minute. Just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to share the entire screen, and then I'm going to. Okay, so right now, if you will let me know if you can see a lot of sunflowers. Let me know if you can see a lot of sunflowers. Maria is drinking Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's Pixie's favorite. Awesome. Okay, so we are seeing a lot of sunflowers. Okay, so tonight's training is all about turning your artistic passion into a successful paint party business. How many of you painted this sunflower with me last week? It feels like it's been forever ago, but it was really last week. How many of y'all painted that with us? And you probably found out that it wasn't as hard as you thought it might be. Okay. Oh, Victoria, PPHQ sister, so happy you're here. And Diane and Shelly. Oh my gosh. Hi, Shelly and Diane. So happy you are here. Okay. So Paint Party Business Workshop. We're going to go over the setup breakdown, hired help. We get that question all the time. Supplies, event highlights and struggles. We're going to go over a little bit of marketing, pricing breakdown, an easy step to get started, a success path, people who are, where they're at right now to where I'm hoping to help you go. And then I'll be answering Q&A. Okay. All right. So setup and breakdown over here on the left, you can see this is one of our big parties that we did. Now, here's the thing. We did this party in March. So just a month and a half ago. And whenever we give y'all your marketing materials inside of PPHQ, remember, look at what my mother-in-law over on the left has in her hand. It is what we give y'all in marketing. So here's the thing that I think sometimes people forget. They think that we create this stuff and we don't really use it. Oh my gosh. When I book a paint party, so I have 2 paint parties booked for June 17th. I actually go to Paint Party headquarters, and that's where I grab the stuff I need. So it's kind of cool because it's something I created to not only help me, but also help you. And so getting stuff set up. So you don't have to have, we talked about this the other day, you don't have to have easels at this paint party. We actually took down a lot of those easels because if you're like me, I like to paint flat. I like to paint either on a wall, a floor, or flat. I don't really love to be painting on an easel, but we always put them out. But when I first started, I didn't have easels. How many of y'all that are teaching paint parties actually have easels or aprons? I didn't for a long time, and that is not a reason why you need that, okay? Oh, thank you, Tammy. She says, Heidi and her crew are great. Yeah, so over on the right, hired help. So this is this is a very intense family business. When I say intense, I mean Pixie has been helping me since she was 5 years old. Okay. So whenever I was, teaching paint parties, I've been teaching paint parties for 13 years. Again, I'm the owner of Texas Art and Soul, and I teach you how to make money teaching paint parties online, in person, and with art kits. And so Pixie, when she was about 5 years old, I thought, you know what? And I'd already been teaching paint parties before then. She actually, funny story, she actually came to a paint party, one of my very first paint parties I was teaching. It was a date night. And so I didn't have a sitter. Bobby was working and I had to bring her. I think she's 14 now. She was about 2 years old at the time. And I remember it was very uncomfortable because I was still learning what to do. Sarah says, no easel or aprons, people still love it. Yes, very true. Holly says, I have both, but I don't always use the easels though. And some people choose not to. Yes, very, very true. I love that. You don't need everything at once. But Pixie helped me with a double date party. It was very awkward, especially when a couple is trying to leave their kid at home, and then I brought my kid to work. So it was a little awkward. But over the years, when she was 5, she would throw around a few Hershey Kisses. I used to bring Hershey Kisses to all my parties. And she would throw them around, and then she would put a paintbrush up. And I was like, you know what? If I just keep at it, I can teach her work ethic and I can teach her this. So we had many struggles, but overcoming and just keeping at it. Now she can run an entire event without me. It's pretty amazing. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yeah, and if you need, Lisa's saying, do you need a color printer? I only have black and white. If you're printing these for kits or you're printing them for paint parties, I recommend investing with some color, definitely, so that you can have them. So here's how we do help. So I always hire my daughter. I tend to hire my family. That's my mother-in-law, my aunt, my husband. He's always on board, especially for bigger events. And then also get creative. I want to know in the comments who here hires, maybe kids from church, or I'm not saying don't pay them. I always pay hired help, like always. But I'm not saying don't pay them. I'm just saying, how can you get creative so that you're not like, oh my gosh, like even if you do your first party, let's say you have 8 people at your first paint party, you want to make sure that, if you're really nervous, you might want to have an extra person there just for setup, just for cleanup. So I want you to know, let me know. Oh, thank you, Kathy. That is so sweet of you to say. Oh, thank you, Tammy and Maureen. Y'all are amazing. So let me know if you have been doing this. Like, do you hire friends? Do you hire family? Like, at the beginning, it was like, me, Bobby, and Pixie, and my mother-in-law, and my stepdad, and my mom and dad. So, just whoever was around in the family, we would have them go. But now sometimes, I'll hire people from high school. Like when I used to teach, I had a couple of the girls there that were really interested in it. And so I would hire them so they could see what's going on. So there's so many possibilities with hired help. Okay, supplies. This is a stack of canvas and we pre-drew them. So if you look in the top left, you're going to see that stack of canvas. I highly recommend pre-drawing your stuff. Okay, pre-draw. The paint. That is not a typical amount of paint I would bring to a paint party. Honestly, I was very just busy and I was having Bobby and Pixie pack paint for me. And I just had them paint a ton. I mean, I just had them pack a ton. So typically, if you have 10 people and you need a green, you're probably thinking, one green's going to help 3 people, right? One of those little 2-ounce bottles will help 3 people. So if you have 10 people at your party, I would bring 5 greens just to be overkill, and that's still plenty, okay? Bonus supplies. When you come inside a paint party headquarters, we have a whole training already on where to get the goods, where to get wholesale, where to get the best prices, everything you need to get your paint party started. Now, we put a big X on the food. Not that we don't love tacos. We love tacos. Tacos and nachos are probably one of my top favorite food things. I probably, no lie. So I get the cashew cheese dip and they have it now. I don't know if you have like we have an H-E-B, but if you have like, Kroger or something, it's a cashew cheese dip because, I love cheese, but cheese doesn't love me. And so too much information, I know. But what happens was I get the cashew cheese dip, I get salsa, and then I get guacamole. And so I probably still to this day, it's not my proudest moment, but I probably eat nachos like that probably 3 times a week and have been for many, many years. I love nachos. So the reason we have the X is not because I don't love nachos. It's one of my weekly staples. It's just because you normally will not provide the food. The food, if you're doing a restaurant venue, or like I said in this, we teach you how to do, you're going to get this as soon as you sign up. And we teach you how to send venues to, all kinds of places. But basically, we want you to partner with places where, you're at a restaurant where they're ordering food and drinks there. So I just wanted to be clear on that so you don't think you have to go get it catered. Okay, so highlights here. Hold on one second, make sure that's okay, good. So highlights. Okay, so here are just some highlights of a paint party. One of my favorite things, and I would love to know if you and Karen, I usually use pencil, or if it's kids, I use Sharpie to pre-draw. So one of my favorite things about a paint party is getting set up, and then as people start to come in, helping them achieve what they want to achieve. Okay. So how many of you, when you've done a paint party, you have somebody that creates something that they have never thought they could create? Okay. So I love, right up here, we have one of our paint party headquarter members, and she is painting her flowers all different colors. And so one of my favorite things is walking around and seeing what people come up with. And let me know if that is something that you appreciate as well, because there is nothing like a bunch of smiling faces and having a good time. Another thing that I like to do is when I'm really nervous. So let me know if this is you. Anytime I go to a new venue, I get really, really nervous. Okay. Here's the thing. Oh, Holly says, yes, it's the best when you see someone proud of their work. Oh, I love that so much. When I go to a new venue, I get really, really nervous. And so until I get going, like I start to get really nervous. But what I have found, and for those of you that are praying people like me, I really find that if I start to put stuff out, or even if I'm in the car on the way to the paint party, take a minute to take a deep breath. Whether it is those two people that were on date night and I had my toddler there, which was so unprofessional, or if it's a party of 40, I want you to take a minute and pray for these people coming, because every single one of you has a story, just like every single one of your paint party participants has a story. So we don't know what they are coming into. We don't know what they have left at home to come, relax and enjoy. So I feel like, my job is to pray for them and to be there and just have a blast with them and help them and talk to them and communicate and ask them what fun things are going on in their life. So I want you to remember, like, as you're doing a paint party, I know I talk a lot about paint parties, but at the end of the day, it's really not about paint parties, is it? I truly feel like it is about sharing God's love through art, and how we get this unique opportunity to do something we love. And it also helps us make some extra money if we want goals for doing a vacation or saving up money for Christmas or whatever that may be. But here we are that we get to do this. I mean, how cool is that? Like, you can see in this right picture, like, I am in my happy place when I am teaching a paint party, and I just get so excited seeing what happens. Okay, so we're just showing you a quick picture. So like, this is a painting that's been really popular and that I designed, and then we make it into a whole marketing pack. So we do that for all of our really great designs that we give you in Paint Party Headquarters. And that way it makes it so much easier. Linda says, I practiced paint parties with my family first till I got comfortable. Oh, that's wonderful. Did you see me and my family? Sometimes it gets a little awkward with my family. Deborah says, I'm still doing virtual paint parties. Oh, and she says things are slowly opening up in Alabama. Yeah, here's the thing I want to tell you. We had last 4th of July, actually, one of the places I've been going to for, let me see if I can go here for a second. There I am. Okay, so last 4th of July. So I know not everybody is totally open. Now, here's what I want to tell you. Last March, when COVID hit, okay, I was teaching paint parties just like all of you in Paint Party headquarters were teaching paint parties. And all of a sudden, I started seeing y'all's paint parties canceled. This was last March, not this March. And then I started seeing my own paint parties cancel. And I started kind of like, oh, this is like legit. Like there's like some big things happening in the world, I could sit here and pretend like everything was fine. But I am not that person. I am very, very transparent. So during that time, I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Like, I know God did not lead me all this way to help you and to do my own paint parties just for everything to crash and burn. I was like, there's no way. And yes, I probably spent 2 days crying and going, how are we going to help them? How are we going to pivot? And then I started, I was talking to my business coach and I was like, trying to brainstorm and think about things. And we started going, okay, how can we help them online? And I'm like, well, I know how to teach online. Let me help them teach online. And so what we did over the course of just a few days, I mean, I remember this so clear. So it was I believe it was March 13th. We got my entire team to help me, and we created this whole course, which is inside of Paint Party headquarters. And it's all about how to do a virtual paint party. And so we created this whole course and we were like, oh my gosh, we're going to help them. And I remember going, okay, we're going to raise the price. If they want access to my designs for online, I'm going to raise the price, and then those people can get access to use all my designs for online, in-person art kits, whatever. Because at the time, everything was just for in-person, right? Sorry, let me get my thing going. Okay, so so that happened on a Friday. By Sunday, as you all remember, things even changed more drastic. So I talked to my team and I said, refund every single person that is paying the extra. I said, I'm just going to include it. I'm going to include it in what we offer in Paint Party headquarters. I'm going to say anything and everything that they get from me that I have created. You have been so good to my family. I'm going to give you access to whatever comes out of my brain to use for your paint parties. And so we started refunding people. And we had hundreds of people that are freaking out like, oh my gosh, why'd you refund it? I need your designs for online. And so I went live that Monday morning, and it was pretty emotional because I was like, you know what? Like I said, you have been so good to my family. I want to be so good to you. I feel like I wake up every day to help you. How can I help you? Teach a paint party, do an online paint party, sell your art kits. Like, how can I make that learning curve faster for you, easier for you? And so we, because I was seeing Paint Party headquarters, some were, getting excited about online, then others were feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm being left behind. I don't know if I can do this. And so we just started really giving everything we could. And what we saw were so many people pivoting. We had Liz just a few days ago, 50 to 60 virtual paint parties this past year. She was doing in-person parties a year ago. She pivoted. Now she sold over 500 art kits. There are so many possibilities. And other people that are, I just got off of I was looking at Paint Party headquarters right before I came on here. And somebody said, I finally did my first Facebook Live, and she's so excited. And I'm celebrating her because that is a huge step. And so what I want you to know is that, I call it a paint party adventure for a reason. There's going to be times when you got to pivot. There's going to be times when you got to go, oh my gosh, this isn't working, but this is. But my job is to help. Like my job, I take it so seriously. I try to see what's working. What do people like? What are they liking? What are they not liking? So I can make the mistakes before I hand them to you, so it can get faster and better. Okay. So I just wanted to share that story with you because I think it's really, really important to make sure that it's failure is part of this. It's okay. It's okay to fail. And those of y'all that are not doing online paint parties and you're just doing in person, I want you to know that if you ever want to learn that, we are teaching that too. We are teaching online. We are teaching in person. We're teaching how to do art kits and so much more. So I'm very, very excited to share that with you. Okay, so let me try to share my screen again. Let's see. Share. Okay, let me go and share this real quick. Okay, awesome. And then, of course, we have all the bonus marketing stuff. So let's talk about pricing breakdown. Okay, pricing breakdown. Now, a typical paint party. Now, here's what a typical paint party runs. If you're charging $35, like this canvas right here, this beach one, which I'm going to paint live tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day sometime. But Paint Party Headquarters, I just want you to know that we already have everything like so pretty. We have all of the marketing materials, all the supplies, all of that stuff, the tracers, everything ready. So let's say, for example, like this is one of the ones I'm teaching on June 17th. So for $35 times 10 people, you're looking at $350. You're not paying for a venue because the way I teach you. Good evening, Jennifer. Hey, Gregan. Oh, business help. Gregan, you're going to get a lot of business help in this in Paint Party Headquarters for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And the painting and the marketing is just one of the things that I give you inside of this. So $35 times 10, that's $350. Usually supplies run you anywhere from $50 to $60 a party. Okay. You're not paying for a venue. You're not paying for, food and service. I do recommend paying for helpers, but if you only have 8 to 10, if you've been doing this a while, you know that you do not have to pay a helper. If you're brand new, you might want to get a friend or a family member and see if you can pay them the first time. Oh, and let's go ahead and give a gift card away. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a couple of people. Let's have Kelly Wilcher. Kelly Wilcher, you are the winner of the gift card tonight. It's going to be just email support@texasartandsoul.com, and we're going to send you a $10 Starbucks gift card because I'm kind of obsessed with coffee. And then the next winner is going to be Tammy Sharp. So Tammy Sharp, if you will email support@texasartandsoul.com, we are going to send you a gift card as well for coffee. And I'm going to take a quick drink. Okay. So supplies on the right is typically $50 to $60 per party. Paper towels, baby wipes, plates, paint, canvas. And you're going to hear about my story, my bankruptcy story here in just a second. But I am very, very cautious about teaching you to make a profit every party, because I know if you book one party and you make a profit from that party using the things I'm showing you to use, it will give you so much confidence that you're going to be able to do it again. Okay. But if you go in and you buy every freaking, easel, you buy every apron, and before you even start your paint party, you're in the hole, it is not going to make you feel good ending that paint party. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't even make anything. So the way I have been doing it for years, the entire time since, I've been doing this for 13 years, is doing a profit every party. So I couldn't go get out a business loan. I had went bankrupt. I didn't have credit, so I couldn't go do that. So I had to grab mismatched brushes for my art studio. I had to grab all of these things that really didn't match. I would go to Walmart and get the 50-cent. It was like the Craftsmart or the Apple Barrel or whatever paint. I would grab that and I would use that and just get what I needed, maybe a little bit more. That way, every time I left a party, I felt great because I knew that it was a profit every time. And that just boosted my confidence for the next one. And then as I got more and more under my belt, I would go, okay, now it's ready to take a percentage of that profit, invest in easels. Now it's time to take a percentage of that profit, invest in aprons. But you don't have to at the beginning. And I really want y'all to hear me with that. Okay. All right. So identity in God, not success. Okay. I'm going to tell you a quick little story. When you are putting all of your identity into your work or your business or your children or your spouse or whatever it is, or if you're a fitness person, y'all, this will disappoint you every time. Okay. I have made this mistake more than once. I just want to be very open and honest. I have made this mistake more than once. And I think it's learning. You will learn it as you go. I'm not saying I'm never going to make this mistake again. But what happens is that as you get going, you think that, oh my gosh, when I hit a certain end goal, okay, like the picture on the bottom right, that's me and Pixie, and Pixie's got her cute glasses on. You can see she's helping me run a stage. There's 129 people at that paint party. And I was terrified. I was crying in the bathroom before that painting started. And then I started going, okay, God, thank you for this. Thank you for this. I started freaking out. And then I thought, oh my gosh, this isn't about me. This is about them. But what happens is when we set goals, let's say you want to set a goal of teaching one paint party a month. So let me know in the comments, what's a goal, a paint party goal? Okay. Put in there, do you want one paint party a month? Do you want one paint party a quarter? Do you want one paint party a week? Like, what is your goal? Okay. The reason why it's very important to set goals is because if we don't know what we want, we don't know how to get there. But then I want you to think about when you hit that goal, it doesn't mean that everything is perfect. So many times we think if we have this successful paint party, everything's great. But I can tell you from experience, I'll have a paint party like that of 129 people and feel like a freaking rock star. And then 2 weeks later, I'll have a paint party that was supposed to be of 8 people that didn't make. And then it makes me feel like, oh, wah, wah, like, oh my gosh, I can't make this work. When I just had like this giant paint party, of course we can still make it work. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and that's okay. But once you stop putting your identity in success and not your identity in God, I think that's where people get confused. And I think that's where when you reach a big goal, you still feel empty. Okay. And I'm very open about, we in Paint Party Headquarters, we are very, very business talk. I share paintings, but then I also talk strategy. I talk social media, all of those things. But I also want you to know that we have a prayer and gratitude meeting. It's optional, but I don't ever want you to be like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden she's talking about, her business with God. Like, I truly believe the success of my business has been because I pray for God to show me opportunities. I pray for God to help me. I pray so much for him to help me with this because I know I can't do it on my own. So I just want y'all to know, as you're going through this, when you have these big goals, don't have, I remember having a big goal one time that I hit, and, it took me a long time to hit that goal. A lot of struggles, a lot of failures, a lot of tears. Anybody have a big goal and you literally cry and have all of these tears? And we have Brenda wanting to do 1 every week, Linda 2 to 3 a month, Noreen 2 a month, Martina 4 each week. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 each month. We have Michelle wanting 2 parties a month to get in the groove. Veronica says 2 parties a month to start. Lisa says 1 a month. So many great things. But I remember having so many struggles and crying my eyes out and being like, is this ever going to happen? And then it happened. And then I thought there's going to be a parade. People are going to be celebrating me, all these great things. Right. And it wasn't, it was oh, good job, babe. That was awesome. Of course, my husband and my daughter were like, yeah, that's great. Good job. But then it lasted a minute. And then I was like, well, that didn't feel like I hoped it felt. I mean, have you ever done that? You had something major and you thought, I'm going to be celebrated and people are going to shout my name from the rooftop. No, it doesn't work that way. Chip Gaines from Fixer Upper, I don't know if you saw his special, and he talked about, he had written this, let me go ahead and escape this, see if y'all can see me. He had written a book, a New York Times bestseller. And he was thought this is it. I've written a book. This is going to be so cool, you know? And then he realized like something was missing, like something was missing. So what I wanted to share with y'all real quick is just whenever you're getting ready to set your goals, make sure you know what your goals are, but have your identity in God where it belongs. Have your identity there, not in your success. You know, several years ago, over 10 years ago, we went bankrupt. We lost everything. And I ended up using art to heal. How many of y'all here use art to heal? You start to paint and you use art to heal, right? Well, I started painting these mini surfboards and I was just honestly using it as therapy. I brought it to the school I was working at, 850 students a week. It was a freaking cattle call. I loved it, but I was exhausted. And I was painting these on my lunch break. And the kids would come in and see them and they would go, Miss Easley, you got to paint me one. Oh my gosh, put my name on it. You got to paint me one. And they were freaking out, right? And I was like, you know, all of this time I was like, you know, okay, you know, whatever, like they're not for you. I'm just painting them like in a nice way, right? And then after about the 150th kid was like, oh my gosh, you know, you need to paint one of these, you know, like, you know, put my name on it. And a light bulb. It was like, oh my gosh, this is something maybe that can help my family get out of this situation. So, you know, I wrote my family in like I always do. They're so awesome. And we ended up like getting all of these wooden surfboards ready, which by the way, my dad is cutting out the wooden surfboards now for all of PPHQ. It's so fun. And he loves it, by the way. Those of you in PPHQ, he gets so excited. He texted me and he goes, I had an order to ship to Hawaii. Like he was so happy about that. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So we end up setting up and I rent this concrete space for like $1,200 a month. And I go in 50-50 with my mother-in-law and my stepdad because, you know, we didn't have any money. So we were just trying to like make this happen. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, nobody is buying. And I'm already ashamed, embarrassed, like feeling like, you know, I mean, shame is a very powerful emotion. And I remember feeling like, okay, you know, this is my second chance. And then I'm sitting there and nobody is freaking buying the surfboards. And I'm like, this is awful. Like I am not even 30 and I have went bankrupt. I've lost everything. Like it was just so devastating. So my mother-in-law sees me and she's like, you know, what do you do when you've lost everything and now you've started another business and it's a failure? We go to Buffalo Wild Wings and we get a drink, right? So we're at the bar, we're drinking and we're kind of, you know, and I'm like, what's plan B? Well, this was plan B. What's plan C? I don't know. You know, we're freaking out and, you know, I'm freaking out. She's just kind of hanging out. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, when you're in your 20s, a lot of times when you go through something like that, you don't realize that there's more, you know, that you're going to have more chances. And so I'm sitting there and I'm having a couple drinks and I'm like, this sucks. Like life is hard. Like it really hit me like life is hard. You know, we had moved into an apartment and we were just, you know, trying to make it work. And then all of a sudden my husband calls and I answer the phone and he's like, get over here. We have orders. And I'm like, you're lying. He's like, no, get over here. We have orders. And so I'm like, I look at Sheree and I'm like, I got to go. And she's like, go, 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 you know. And so I walk across the street because it's, you know, it's right there at Pier Park in Panama. How many of y'all have been to Panama City Beach? And it's right there across the street, you know, like literally a little street. I was not driving. And so I'm walking across the street and I'm a little tipsy if I'm, you know, going to be honest. And I look at my husband and we had these paper tickets, like these little paper tickets, like way smaller than this, but he had this stack of them. And he was like, Heidi, get to painting. You need to paint. And I was like, just stunned. And in that moment, I knew like, it was like I was flat on my face. Like every time I think about this story, like this is such a pivotal moment because I was flat on my face, done for, like feeling ashamed, feeling like I'm not worthy to ever, you know, be successful in life. I've already screwed it up and I'm not even 30. How dare I like want a better life? You know, I had all those emotions going through me. And then I thought, I, you know, sitting there looking at my husband who's like, paint, You need to paint with all these orders. And it was like God like scooped me up off the ground. And every time I talk about it, I get teary-eyed because it was such a pivotal moment in my life. It was like he scooped me up and I heard clear as day, like, you're not only going to be able to be okay, you're going to be able to do what you love forever, which is painting, which is what I've done since I was 14. And I just painted that that whole night. So happy, just like painting those surfboards as fast as I could. And we went on in just 2 months' time, working 3 days a week, 12 to 16 hours a day. I painted over 1,000 hand-painted surfboards, which this girl who usually painted one painting a year, that's how slow of a painter I was. But I knew the faster I learned to paint, the faster I could use this to make money for my family. And I just went for it. And it changed the direction of my life. It changed everything. There were many years that I didn't talk about my bankruptcy. I was so ashamed, so embarrassed. And once I started opening up about it, which wasn't too long ago, once I started opening up about it, I realized it's okay. Like I almost smile when I think about what happened because at the time I didn't know how powerful that moment was going to impact the rest of my life. Now I know, like there was, a reason for me going through that. I learned so many lessons that have helped me today. I've learned so much that I'm able to share with you to hopefully help you. And also to know that God loves us and there is grace and there are second and third and fourth and fifth and 20 chances later. Like his mercies are new every freaking day. And I get so excited whenever I think about the possibilities now, where before I was like ashamed, like how dare I think I'm okay for this or that I could do this. And it's just totally changed my perspective. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know some of you already know my story, but for those of you that don't know my story, I just wanted to share that because I think it's very, very important to know that no matter where you're at, you have a story and you have something that you really want in life. You feel it in your gut or you wouldn't be here with me right now. There is something you want to accomplish, something you want to do. And if it has to do with paint parties, I am excited to help you with that because I know that I can do that with my eyes closed. So I'm excited to help you. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let me add this and then share my screen. And I want to share a little bit more. So again, just remember, put your identity in God, not success. That way, when you reach these big goals, you don't get disappointed. You remember what's most important. And then you just go after another fun goal, okay? Let's see. Tammy says, I resonate with you. This is why you should join. She will show you the way. She's very transparent. Yeah, I sometimes to a fault. I think I showed, I think I had a booger in my nose one day and I was like, oh, that's happening. I share a little too much information probably. Okay, so some of y'all did this. How many of you did this homework? Because I know some of you booked parties from this script. Now, this is just one of the many scripts you're going to get when you join Paint Party Headquarters. It says, my name is Heidi, if I'm doing it, and I teach step-by-step parties. I would love to see about doing an event at your restaurant on a slow night. Do you have time to talk this week? So we really have great success with this. And we also teach you how to do it through email. We teach you how to do country clubs, so many different things. Okay, so guinea pig paint party. We also talked about this last week. This is kind of a refresher. For those of you that missed last week, you will want to go back to last week's videos. If you are on the fence at all and you are not sure like if you should do this or not, check out those videos. We walk you kind of step by step to see what is next, okay? But a guinea pig paint party is basically where you take friends or family and just get your feet wet, just to kind of get your nerves out, okay? Doesn't have to be, people that are even paying. It can just be a couple of your friends. But I find I like to do my guinea pig paint parties with paying customers because they don't heckle me as much as my family does. Okay, so we have Mayete here. She says, this is the design chosen for the online paint party. Here's what I want you to hear from these stories. We are sharing not only online paint party stories, but we're also sharing in-person paint party stories and art kits. This is very important to know that you can do this any way you want, okay? As long as you keep your mind open to the possibility that there are many ways to do this paint party adventure. Okay. All right. So Mayete says, this is the design chosen for the online paint party for 35 guests with art kits included. She says this was done through their Zoom group with 32 of them present. And it was nice that some of them were willing to show their projects during the class so I could see how they were doing. And I'm happy they did a good job on their paintings. How beautiful is that? And then Martha says, first in-person paint party in 2021. A local college asked me to have it. 29 people signed up, 28 confirmed, and 15 showed up, but it's still a win. They all had so much fun. Even the boys said they want to come to another one. Thanks, Emily, for the beautiful elephant silhouette. This is another example of how I provide well over 100 paintings with marketing materials, but how we have so many sweet, sweet people inside of Paint Party headquarters who are, sharing stuff and helping each other along the way. So it's pretty extraordinary. Okay, and then we have Wendy. She says, this was on March 10th. She says, so my first two parties were a huge success, both on the same day. Was hard, but we survived. I love sharing with the women in my church, a morning Bible study and then an evening Bible study. Then I booked a kids party too from that night. I am so excited. I hope the momentum continues. Thank you for all the advice and help getting ready for the party. And then time lapse too. And let's go ahead and pick another winner before I share Jamie. Okay, so let's see who's commenting in here. Let's see. We have Linda Payne. You are the next winner of a $10 Starbucks gift card. So Linda Payne, if you would please email. Oh, and y'all don't mind if you would congratulate Linda. I love when y'all congratulate each other. So Linda Payne, email support@texasartandsoul.com and we will get you another a gift card for $10. And Terry says, no negativity allowed. It's a wonderful part of the group. Yeah, real quick. If you're a negative person, I get we all have a bad day, but this is not the place to come and stir up a bunch of stuff. We have a very, very safe place and I protect it like crazy. There are a million places you can go on the web to be a jerk. This is not one of them. I have a no tolerance for meanies. I have a no tolerance for mean people. And Jamie says, I had my first membership painting tonight. It was so much fun. The girls were super impressed that they were able to make it look just like mine. Very proud of them. So a lot of times in the painting world, it's kind of frowned upon if people do something that looks similar. Here's the thing. When you're at a paint party, this is you creating something fun. It's not about fine art. We're not teaching technical skills. We are having fun, creating something, enjoying each other's company. It's a totally different strategy than teaching fine art. Okay, so real quick, I just want to show you how I can help you, okay? We have 5 stages inside of Paint Party headquarters. And I want you to tell me what stage you are in, okay? We have number 1 stage, hopeful artist. This is where, this stage is all about you going deep. This is all about like you learning how to set up an area in your house for you to paint. It doesn't have to be big. This is about you posting photos of your paintings or painting on your personal Facebook page or your business page. This is you just getting to know it. A lot of people that find me go, I painted and I really liked it, but I just started. Well, this is you. You are stage 1. If you are brand new to painting, you are stage 1. So let me know if you're stage 1. Stage 2, okay? This is the dreaming artist. You are dreaming of what life could be like with more time to create. Imagine life with a possibility of owning your own business, or maybe you just want to teach one party a month. You are excited about having control of your own schedule and you paint the monthly PPHQ step-by-step tutorials, and you also post the painting in Paint Party Headquarters to get feedback, okay? So this is stage 2. So you're starting to get excited. You're starting to show off your paintings. You're starting to paint all of the paintings to get comfortable with that. A lot of times, a few years ago, so this is our 3rd year anniversary. A few years ago, I remember a girl signed up for Paint Party Headquarters, and then in a panic, she said, I signed up, but I've never painted before. And I was like, breathe. It's okay. If you have a passion for it, start doing the tutorials. We have so many that you can start practicing with, and then find out if you really love it, and then you can start teaching it. So that's stage 2. Stage 3, this is the confident artist. Let me know. Jen says she is stage 2. Let's see. We have LaShonda at stage 1, Toby at stage 1, Michaela, am I saying that right? Michaela, that's so pretty. I hope I'm saying it right. She says stage 1. We have so many people. Tracy at stage 2. Julie thinks stage 1. Venus, stage 1. So the success path on stage 3, because I want to be able to take you from just getting started all the way to a money-making artist. That is my goal for you. I want to help you along that whole way. So stage 3 is about you're confident. You are starting to get confident. You are, painting, you are putting stuff on your Facebook business page. You're including a profile photo. You have a cover photo. You feel legit, right? You have marketing photos that you're grabbing from PPHQ, which we provide for you. You have set up a PayPal business account. You have set up all of these things that you need to have your first successful party, okay? You feel a sense of belonging to a community. You walk in your Michaels like you own the place. You know where the paints are that you need. You know where the brushes are that you need. Remember those times when you first go to the craft store, you're like, I don't even know what to get. No, stage 3, you straight in. You probably know the name of the people that work there. Like me, I'm like, hi, Bren. Hi, Jason. How's everybody doing? They know my dog's name. You are confident. That's where stage 3 leads you. Then in stage 4, you are starting to get really comfortable with the tech. You're posting art on social media. You are creating Facebook Lives. You are showing new techniques. You're going live in your Facebook business page. All of these great things. You're learning how to collect emails from a paint party. How many of you here have emails from your paint party? Let me know in the comments if you do. Well, if you don't, we teach you in Paint Party Headquarters why that is critical to your success. We show you how to use social media for your door prizes, and stage 4 really gets you in the groove of, I can be techie. I can do this. And we have trainings the whole way to help you. And then stage 5, this is where you are constantly repeating success. You are a money-making artist. So let me know in the comments if you are a money-making artist. Now, you are repeating locations either yearly, quarterly, or monthly. You are using social media to create buzz for your party. You're continually learning as you are breaking down your business, you're adjusting your business strategy. Now, all week, we're going to be talking, starting tomorrow with stage 1. We're going to be kind of diving in even deeper to every stage this week. Because remember, it's really important. If you don't know where you are, you don't know how to get to the spot you want to get to, okay? So there's so many things. We're going to be talking about, in money-making artists, you're adding those small details that make a big difference to your party and that make each party awesome. So let me know if you are in stage 5. Tammy says, tech. I'm in stage 5 now again. That's wonderful. Stu is stage 2. It does not matter where you're at. The most important thing that matters is you know where you're at. Because if you don't know where you're at, you don't know where you're going. And I'm here to help bridge that gap and help you get where you want to be. And then once you've been money-making artists and doing all of that, then it's time to dream bigger. what are the possibilities behind, like beyond paint party, paint party headquarters and paint parties? And that's where I really show you some other things in something else. Okay, so I love this graphic, by the way. Brendan, who you'll get to meet inside of Paint Party Headquarters. She's amazing. She put some beautiful little stars on Paint Party Headquarters. So for those of y'all that are still here, I'm going to pick another winner for the gift card. And then let me know in the comments. We have Diane at stage 4 in her success path. We have Jeanette who says, I have a little bit of every stage to my new talent. Awesome. So what I want you to do is I want you to let me know if you want to know what is included inside of Paint Party Headquarters. Okay. What is included inside of Paint Party Headquarters? And I see Julie, she says, PPHQ has been a game changer for me with marketing. And I love that, Julie. And Julie, you have taught over 500 to 600 paint parties now? So I love that. My whole goal is to help you as much as possible. So let me know if you want to know what is inside of Paint Party Headquarters. And I'm really excited to share this because this is the last time ever we are offering it at $37 a month. So I'm really excited to share this with you. Okay, Stephanie says, I'm excited to get started. Gregan says, I'm anxious to improve marketing. Oh my gosh, so cool. So proud I got the refresher on this. Awesome. So happy. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So Paint Party Headquarters. So we have had, this is our 3-year anniversary. We have over 2,000 people from all over the world. We have somebody in Scotland that joined today. I mean, literally Australia, Scotland, London, the UK, Canada, all over the US. And we are learning and growing together. Ireland, France. It's just amazing. It's so cool to get to meet so many different people. So here is what is included in Paint Party Headquarters, okay? Every month, you're going to get a monthly on-trend painting tutorial. The greatest thing about joining now with having 3 years under our belt is we have an entire library. And I say treat it like a library, okay? We also have marketing training every single month. We have social media training every single month. We have monthly Q&As where I literally just put my face on the camera inside of Paint Party Headquarters and answer your questions for an entire hour. We have the best supportive community around. Like I said, I am no joke. I do not tolerate people being mean, people being hateful. That is not the kind of environment we have. We have people that say, like, I get on Facebook and I go to Paint Party Headquarters because it feels like home. Like that is what we have created. And I do not like, so if you are a person that just, I'm going to get in there and I'm going to pick people apart, do not join because it's going to be just a matter of time before we will not have you in there. So, so again, like I said, I am like a mama bear protecting this group because like I said, there are a million places online you can go and be mean. This is not one of them. It is not allowed. I get we have bad days, but we're not going to be disrespectful to each other. And we also have PPHQ brainstorm and collaboration sessions. So something that I'm introducing starting in June, which I'm really excited about, is fall and Christmas are huge in the paint party world. So we are already pre-planning. We're having brainstorm planning sessions for y'all starting in June to help you gear up for the season. So that's going to be very important. So those of you that are like, oh, I'll just wait till September to join. Well, that's great, but you're going to miss out on all the fall planning and you're going to miss out on this price because we will never offer it again. And then prayer and gratitude meeting. This is totally optional. Totally optional. We have people of all faiths. We have people that choose not to believe, and that is totally fine. I love you no matter what. Here is the thing with prayer and gratitude meeting. We do a Zoom, and then I usually just share it after we have our Zoom meeting. I feel like that hour is so important to pray for our businesses, to pray for your business, to pray for you as a person, because I think it's so important to remember that this paint party adventure is our paint party adventure. But we can't do this. And again, I truly believe I can't do all of this. And I know the success of Texas Art and Soul has not been without a huge part in God's help. So I just feel like that 1 hour a month, giving glory to God and praying for our businesses is so crucial. But again, totally optional, totally optional. You do not have to be a part of that. Okay. And then of course you get 3+ years of Paint Party business training and content. Now that's just what's in there. You're also getting wisdom from me and over 2,000 people that are in this group. And like I said, I've taught paint parties for over 13 years, but there's people in there that, like Julie, who's taught 500-600 paint parties, and she's in there helping out. And we have other people that have taught tons of online paint parties. And then we have other people that have taught tons of in-person paint parties. And Susan, for example, who sold kits like crazy, that everybody's jumping in and helping out as they can. Okay, so Paint Party Headquarters, this is only $37 a month. This will be the last time that we offer it. I'm about to get to Q&A. So as you have questions, Gregan says, love this so much. I'm so happy. I just truly if you join, it's like I wake up and I'm going to work for you. Like I am already the beginning of June. My goal is to come up with the best fall designs for you. Like I've already been praying about it and drawing ideas and design and just thinking about I want the best designs for y'all because I want it to be fast and easy for you. So again, like I said, this comes to you several ways. We have a private Facebook group, but we also have a membership hub, which basically houses everything. I highly recommend, we have an app and we also have, you can get it on your phone, but we also recommend that you use this as a library. If you join today, which by the way, congrats for all of y'all. Marsha just joined, welcome. But if you have joined today, do you go in and watch every freaking training? No, you will be so overwhelmed. Victoria says, awesome, the best. She says she has been here since September of 2018. Love it here. Victoria, so let me ask you, because I know you are such a sweet spirit in our group, and I love you so much. So should they, Victoria, binge watch everything at once? Or should they treat it like a library and grab what they need when they need it, okay? Because what happens is we get really excited and then we think we can consume 3 years of materials in a weekend. And I want you to know that is not the right way to do this, okay? I want you to know that it's okay to take a deep breath. It's okay to make mistakes. We're going to be here to help you and support you. We have a whole PPHQ team. We call them Guardians of Paint Party Headquarters. And their whole job is to help find your questions and lead you, not only answer your questions, but then lead you to a training that I have created to help answer your questions. So we are all hands on deck, helping you as much as possible. And then I'm on the back end trying to help create new designs and get, all the things that you need ready, and the social media changes that change all the time, the marketing stuff that changes all the time to get you ready for what you need. So again, this is going to be the last time we offer at $37 a month. I saw Dana say, Heidi doesn't recommend just suddenly quitting your job or anything like that. Make sure you're financially and mentally ready to take it on full speed if you're going to do that. Yeah, so you will never, ever, ever, ever hear me. You will never, and we're about to do Q&A. You will never hear me say, quit your full-time job. Everything will be fine. No, I built my paint party business while I was teaching full-time. It takes off all the pressure if you build it up while you're doing your normal job, okay? Because anytime you do something new, it takes time. Think about a normal job. You don't just go to your normal job, not have your orientation, not have your training period. No, you have all that. But for some reason, when we think about we're going to start a paint party business, all that goes out the window. And we think, we don't need any training. We don't need anything. Let's just start. It should magically happen overnight, right away. No, I am very, very, very big on building your side business up until you feel comfortable. Then when you feel comfortable and you know you're okay, then you can let something else go. I was so like, I taught full time, did my paint parties full time. Then I ended up going part-time teaching because my paint party business had exploded. Then I went part-time teaching because I was still nervous about letting it go. And then I built that up some more. And then I finally, after 3 years, let the part-time teaching go. So I am very, very cautious when it comes to that. And I will always be the person that tells you that, okay? I'm never going to be the person that's like, quit your job, everything will be fine. No, it's hard. There are a lot. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. You are here because you feel it in your gut and you know that this is something awesome that you want to do. But it's not for the weak. It's not something that's like, oh, so easy. It happens, right? There's still going to be times whenever we do this. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer some questions. And then actually, let me see if I can show you what happens whenever you sign up, okay? So let me go ahead and Brendan, do you mind sending me the link real quick on how to sign up? And then I can show y'all what happens because I want to show you when you click on this link, what is going to happen so that you can immediately get not only the bonus script, because this is going to come in your email right away, but once you get this bonus script, you're going to be able to get access to Paint Party Headquarters. Since it is, it's 8:00 right now, and depending on when you're watching this, just give us a little grace. We're going to be bringing a lot of people in here over the next few days because this is our big 3-year anniversary, and we will not open the doors for our fall launch until end of August, mid-September. I haven't made that choice yet. But the thing is I want you in and I want you learning what to do right now for fall. Yes, you'll have some summer success, but more importantly, you need to be geared up for fall. You need to be ready for fall. And I do not want you to miss that. Okay. So what's going to happen is whenever you sign up, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Okay. So let me see if you can see this on the screen. And then I'm going to be answering your questions. And here's what it's going to look like. So you're actually going to, whenever you sign up, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's the 3-year anniversary. This is crazy. Connie says, I'm a teacher of 40 years. I hope to retire soon and go to part-time first before I'm retiring. When I go part-time will probably be the best for me. That's an awesome plan. So now you can get in and start learning everything about it. Like think about it like a course, So yeah, Sammy, the script is inside of Paint Party Headquarters. So we'll make sure to pin this to the announcements. So maybe Julie or Brendan can pin this to the announcements to make sure. But yes, this has already been inside of Paint Party Headquarters. And then all of y'all that join tonight will immediately get this. So what you're going to do is you're going to sign up for either $37 a month, can cancel at any time. The main thing to know is if you do cancel, when you come back, you'll have to come back at the higher rate, okay? So this rate, as long as you are in good standing, you will never have to pay more than $37 a month. Then we have, if you're committing, you want to go for a year, you are going to get an entire month free. This is your best savings. And then next year at the same time, it will renew and you will still get that best savings, even though our prices have jumped. Okay. So basically you can go in here, you can look at what all it is, and then go ahead and register. Okay. Here it kind of tells you can go ahead and join. This tells you what you're going to get every single month. Now, another really cool thing about, let me go ahead and stop this and pull up something else. We deliver things through a website. We call it Kajabi, which also has an app. Okay. So the cool thing about this is you're going to see, if you don't want to get, all in the Facebook group, which the Facebook group is pretty incredible. Let me show you real quick the membership hub and then also the Facebook group. Okay. So let me get there real quick because I want you to see how much stuff you're actually going to have access to. It's pretty insane. Okay, so let me show you this first, okay? All right, so whenever you sign up for Paint Party Headquarters, you're going to get access to all of these trainings. So we start with a welcome video, and it kind of shows you have all these different trainings. It's 6 lessons, right? So if you don't want the confusion of a Facebook group, you can go through here and actually go through the different units and see all of it. And we have it broken up by stages, okay? This is the cool part. We have it broken up by stages, and every stage has different trainings. Then we also, so if you're needing tech help, you can go straight to the tech help. Then we also have the 3 different months that are happening right now. So all the trainings that we've released in May are right there at your disposal. All the April trainings, all the March trainings. Then we take it a step further. We have all the spring designs, the summer designs, the fall designs, the winter designs, everything ready for you here, okay? So what I want to do is I want to go back to the summer paintings. So if I click on here and I view trainings, I'm going to be able to see all of these different things. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you, some people just joined this membership for the SVGs. The SVGs alone are worth the price of it. We have well over, I think, 150 SVGs. We have everything ready for Father's Day as well. Some people just joined this for all of the SVGs. So you can use all of these in addition to your canvas, your wood designs. And we also teach you about ceramics. We make a ton of money during the holidays, especially fall. Starting in August through December, we kill it with ceramics. And we already have wholesalers for you and all of that greatness happening. So SVGs are really, really popular. We have all of these summer designs. Now, here's the cool thing. We don't just have summer designs. We have all the marketing with summer designs, which is really crazy. And in SVG, it's for using it if you have a cutter. So let's say you have a cutter that you want to use on a Cricut or a Silhouette, or the way I use them usually, because I usually don't like to get out my cutter. The way I use it is I will just print it, and then I will use carbon paper to add details to it. So for example, Birdie Bird right here. We not only have the full tutorial, but look at everything that is included. We have, let me see if it'll zoom in. We have the image you can use. So you don't have to go paint bird. If you know you can paint this, you can already be booking a paint party before you paint it, right? So we have the images, we have the tracers, we have the supply list, we have the instructions. So you can print the instructions and put in with your kits. We have everything. We have the constant contact banner, the social media post, the marketing flyer, everything you need. And this is just one of over 100 designs. So you don't have to create this. I'm not a graphic designer. How many of y'all on here are graphic designers? Because I am not. So we actually invest and pay a graphic designer to create really beautiful stuff for you so that you can immediately use it. Okay. So let's see right here. We have the Funky Flamingo. Okay. So not only do we have, this has been very, very popular, by the way. We have all of the images. We have the full tracer. We have everything you need here. Again, we've hired a graphic designer to make everything beautiful and perfect. So you just grab and go. So not only is everything put inside of Kajabi, which is the website, but it's also put into the Facebook group. So let me share with this. This is our private Facebook group, okay? This is where we have, you are allowed, as long as you are, playing nice, we have it to where you can post anytime you want, okay? Anytime you want. So we have Nancy who said, I just finished. I combined all of Heidi's designs for the last 2 months It was fun to do. This chair was a part of my little town beautification project to raise money for the arts. So this isn't a paint party, but she used parts of the designs to create her own design and have something really cool. And look, 472 likes, 164 comments. Like, people are supporting her and doing all of this great stuff. We have Julie, and Julie, who's a part of our Paint Party headquarters team. She's like, I'm going to blow your minds. She's sharing some really cool stuff. We have a section. Let me go ahead and show you on our more section here. If you go to media, which is really cool, let me go ahead and zoom in. If you go to media, and then this is where everybody's sharing, right? They're sharing and posting their wins and all their paint parties. But let me share with you. Let me zoom in. Okay. This is where everybody's kind of sharing their wins, what's going on, all of that stuff, right? Then we have, if you go here, for all of y'all in Paint Party headquarters already know this, but if you go to albums, this is all the stuff that we provide for you. So remember I talked to you, we have 161 SVGs. This means you can literally grab, and we have them all sorted by season, okay? You can grab these. You can use them if you use a Glowforge. You can use them if you use a cutter. You could use them like I do, where I just print them and then I use carbon paper. So many cool things like that. And we have winter, fall, spring, summer, Father's Day, Mother's Day, everything in between. That's just, we have over 161. We add 15 every single month. We have event photos you can use that are professional. We also have 235 designs already. This is just the start, okay? I am adding to this. This one I painted earlier today. I am adding to this every single month. If you are a paying member of Paint Party headquarters, you can see me paint something on a Facebook Live, and I will immediately, like after I'm done, I take pictures of it and I share it with y'all to start using. And so you don't have to go, what's on trend? What is working? What do people want? We have it already. Not only the painting designs ready to go. This was a huge hit last year. I really think it's going to be another huge hit this year. But not only do we have the designs ready to go for you for the seasons, but we have all the marketing that you need for all of these designs. So we're excited to get you ready, to have you going. So there's so many things. And then we also, if you don't even want to be on Facebook and you don't want to be in the app, which the app is amazing, and we have kids designs too. So if you do kids parties, we cover you there as well. So just so many different things. So here's the thing I want to, and I'm going to go to Q&A. Here's the thing I want to share with you. We deliver it via email. We deliver it via a website. We also deliver it via the Facebook group because we know people want to consume it differently. So we are so excited to share all of this with you. Okay, so let's answer some questions. Are y'all ready for that? Okay, Brendan, let me know. Are we on track? Because I am excited. If you want to join Paint Party headquarters, and yes, you get access to all of that, Kath. She says, but if we join, will we get access to those already? Yes, you get access to 3 years worth of paintings and supply, like everything in there. I'm not going to like hold it and wait for it. I am letting you have access to it ready to go. The only thing that I ask is that if you leave, which I hope you don't, I hope you love it and you find value in it. But if you leave Paint Party headquarters, that you don't go, well, I was in there for 1 month, so I'm going to use this painting for life. Y'all, it's $37 a month. Please be respectful. It's like the gym. If you have a gym membership and all of a sudden you quit, you don't take the treadmill with you. Okay? Same thing. As long as you are a paying member of Paint Party headquarters, you have rights to my designs. But when you leave, that doesn't mean all of a sudden you have rights for life for everything I've ever created. That is not okay. All right. So that's the main thing. But as a paying member, again, like I said, this will be the last time we ever offer it at this price. So if you want to be grandfathered in at this price, this is the last time. Okay, so I am going to, let me see. Can y'all see me okay? I'm going to be answering questions, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and get this pulled up. And these are the questions that y'all sent me from the reply for this event, okay? We asked you, we said, you're coming tonight, let us know what you want to know. So we're going to start with Kim Paredes, okay? She's the first question. She says, oh, Christy, she says, do you ever worry about your local market being flooded with paint parties? Christy, you will see I teach you many ways to do this paint party thing. Online, there's so many potential. When you stop thinking about just your local town, the entire world opens up. So I teach you how to do this not only in person, but online. And you're going to see there's so many possibilities. Okay, so Kim says, how much space is required to host a paint party? So I like to have at least about 3 foot by 3 foot per person. So really, if you're doing this at a restaurant or a country club, just think about how much space they have. And you want about maybe 6 to 8 people for your first paint party, but don't discount small parties. I've had parties of 4 that have led to huge opportunities. So you don't need a lot of space. You just need to make sure they have a good 3 foot by 3 foot to put that in there. Oh, good, Kathy. Thank you so much. Ginger says, can you explain more about ceramics? Ceramics are very, very popular. We have wholesalers inside of Paint Party headquarters, and we also teach you how to price them and how you can sell them as kits, as paint parties, and as what I call reverse strategy paint parties, where we teach more of that inside of Paint Party headquarters. Okay, Chantel says, how much paint do you use for a party? Where's the best place to buy equipment from? What's that 2-inch brush called again? Okay, the 2-inch brush is called a chip brush. You can get it at Michael's, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever. It's super cheap. The second thing is, let me see. Am I on the wrong sheet? I want to make sure I'm getting the questions answered right. Are there 2? Are there 2 of those? Oh, I'm on the right one. Okay, awesome. The second thing is how much paint do you use for a party? So again, like I was talking about earlier, let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay, good. What I was talking about earlier is if you have, for example, 3, let's say you have 10 people at your party and it takes, they are going to need 1/3 of that little 2-ounce thing. Then you're going to need, I'd say, 5 of those greens for that paint party. So you want to just kind of, as you're painting it, notice how much you use. If you just use a little bitty amount of orange, you might only need to bring 2 things of orange. I typically always bring more than needed just because I have showed up at a paint party and actually didn't have enough paint or I forgot a color. I forgot red paint for a Christmas angel, and I will never forget it because I felt so bad. Thank the Lord above that the girl whose birthday that we were doing this paint party for, we actually collaborated and created this Christmas angel together. She had red paint in her craft studio. Oh, so thankful. Okay, and where's the best place to buy equipment from? Okay, Chantel, we have an entire section in Paint Party headquarters that shares every single detail on that. Not only equipment for your paint parties in person, but also the equipment you need for your online paint parties, your ring lights, the best stands to use to hold your phone, even though earlier my phone did fall into my paint, but that was not my fault. That was Bobby's fault. We're gonna blame Bobby on that one. Okay, Buffalo Runner 2 says, I want to know what supplies needed and how much income I can expect from paint parties. Okay, so we just went over that, but just real quick to recap, if you're having a party of 10, you're charging $35 a person. Supplies are going to cost you about $50 to $60. You can expect to take home around $290, which is amazing. Okay. So yes. And then also for supplies, when you get into Paint Party headquarters, we talked about supplies earlier last week, But when you get inside Paint Party headquarters, we have an entire training that says where to get the goods. And it talks about each and everything you need to buy. But remember, you do not need every single thing. Remember, we talked about at the beginning of this, you don't need all the easels, you don't need all the aprons, all that stuff. Okay, Pamela says, hi, my question is, how do I approach restaurants to host a paint party event? With the script. Oh my gosh. Contacting venues, what to say. We teach you exactly what to say inside. When you sign up tonight, and if you're watching the replay, if you're watching this tomorrow, when you sign up, your first email from us, so make sure when you sign up, you check your email, okay? You will see this attached to that. It will be there so that you can immediately start using it, okay? So yeah, that's what we do there. All right, so Kelly says, I've been doing paint parties for about 4 years. She says, recently, a lady I know only through Facebook opened up a restaurant in town and wanted to have a party to get to know people in the community. We had the party scheduled about a month and a half in advance with 25 to 30 signed up. Less than 24 hours before the party, all but 2 had canceled, suddenly remembering that it was Mother's Day weekend. She was very apologetic and wanted to reschedule the party for June. I get that things come up, but I was out quite a bit of money for supplies, so I asked for reimbursement for supplies and explained that it would be applied to the party in June. I haven't received anything yet after several messages with her with reasons why she sent the money. My question is, how do I set up an easy way to determine an amount for deposit and to implement an easy way for clients to pay so this does not happen again? Kelly, oh girl, I have been in this situation. I understand your pain. Oh my gosh. So I have had situations where I thought the party was going to happen. I thought they were going to pay me when I got there, and then they didn't. And so after a lot of really, really hard lessons learned, like I love to be y'all's guinea pig and make all the mistakes and then share them with you. After a lot of lessons learned, it is always prepay, always. And then I have a notice. I teach you about constant contact, and we actually have a link in Paint Party headquarters that gets you a discount. I teach you about that and how to set it up where people prepay so that if for some reason they do cancel, that amount gets either pushed to the next party, or if they refund and it's been at least 24 hours, or I give them a kit. So we have so many strategies for that. So I hate that you've gone through that. I know it's a hard lesson to learn, but it almost might be one of those situations, Kelly, where you're like, you take the high road, because if she is at a restaurant that she's going to have 25 to 30 signed up, you're going to want to be at that restaurant again. So I might, just hold those supplies for that and then do it differently for your future party. You need to have your every party prepaid, y'all. Every party. Okay, Gregan ask. Okay. Gregan ask. Gregan, you have a lot of questions. Okay. Rapid fire. Somebody put me on a 3-minute timer. I'm going to see if I can do this in 3 minutes, because Gregan has enough questions. I could talk for an hour, but I know that it's going to be a lot. And for those of y'all that are joining Paint Party headquarters, go ahead and let me know in the comments if you did join. And if you are needing the link to join, just put, yes, I'm ready to join, and we will get you the link. I am so excited to help you. And again, for all of you that joined today, we are actually doing a bonus Q&A call for you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. where I want to get kind of like, it's kind of like an after hours call where I get to know you better. You get to know me better, where I can really help. Gregan says, sorry, LOL. It's okay. We're going to set a 3-minute timer, and I'm going to be able to answer all those. Oh, and you joined. So that's wonderful. So don't fret, Gregan. You're going to get all of these, even if these answers that I give you are not exactly what you want in the 3 minutes or less. Oh my gosh, we've had so many of y'all join. Welcome. And I know all my PPHQ people are so happy to have you in there, because we know those of you that are joining, not everybody is at stage 1. We have a lot of people that have had a paint party business and they just, need new designs. They need a new, like outlook on how to do their social media. We sometimes get stuck in a grind. I will never, ever, ever be a person who says I know everything. Like, I will tell you right now, like, I am constantly learning. And I feel like when we come from a place of constantly learning, we grow, we get better. And so I really want y'all. Stefan, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Steven joined tonight. Wendy says, I'm ready to join. If you're ready to join, go ahead and click the link in the description. We are so excited to welcome you. Okay, so 3-minute timer. 3 minutes. Somebody got me on a 3-minute timer. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can get Gregan's questions answered. Okay, she says, I currently have a Facebook page and I try to post projects, classes on a weekly basis. I wondered if you thought a website would help too. If so, do you have recommendations? Yes, we have a website recommendation inside of Paint Party headquarters. And going live on Facebook, which I will teach you all about, is going to be imperative to your success. It's going to help you so, so much, especially if you're doing online paint parties. If you're doing in person, it's not as imperative if you're doing only in person. But and if anybody has seen this past year, I really want you to be diversified. I want you to have online paint parties and in person. So online paint parties take a little bit longer to build. In person are way faster, but I want you to be working towards both. Okay, Gregan, where am I at on my time? Okay, question number 2. I was curious about your thoughts on having open studios where customers come in and work on different projects. I think that's totally fine. I would try it out. The way I teach you, oh, Sue, I love you. She says, I'm 70 and I'm not done learning. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Elsa, I'm so glad you're ready to join. You can go ahead and click the link in the top and you can join. We would love to have you. Just give us some patience as we have again, we only do this twice a year where we open the doors like this. So give us some patience because we will have a lot of people coming in. Make sure when you request to join the Facebook group, you put the email that you paid with so that we can quickly get you in as quick as possible. And then just take a deep breath because there's going to be a lot and I don't want you to get too confused. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and I'm going to actually give Gregan a gift card. Gregan, you won the next gift card. So email support@texasartandsoul.com. You won the next gift card. And then let me see if I can get through all those questions. That's a lot. Okay, so open studio. So to be real clear, I do not teach how to do a brick and mortar studio, okay? I teach you how to do a mobile paint party business. Do people have brick and mortars that are in Paint Party headquarters? Yes, we do have a lot of people inside of Paint Party headquarters with a brick and mortar studio. So yes, you could do open studio. That would be great. But I really specialize in teaching you how to be mobile so that you can move and react and pivot as you need to, as well as learning how to do this with online. And Joanne, if you join monthly, you can change to yearly, but it just it might be a little confusing. So yeah, if you're like, I want to learn this and I'm all in, you do get the monthly discount. You get a month off. Plus next year when it renews, you will stay at this price, which I'm telling you, the price is going up. This is the last time we are offering it this price. Michelle, welcome. I'm so glad you joined. Okay, the next question from Greg, and she says, in PPHQ, do you have ideas for date night, mom and me, and those type of classes? Yes, we have like couples paintings that, we have like beach scenes that continue. We also have a lot of different SVGs that have to do with Mother's Day, different things like that. We always try to stay on trend with what's coming up next. I have learned, and remember, every month I'm giving you new stuff. So we are constantly hearing what y'all want and then providing what you want and what you need. Let's see. I have learned that I guess I need to raise my prices too. Is there a good way to address that with my customers? I will start having pre-drawn canvases, mobile parties, art kits, and online in addition to my brick and mortar studio. Yeah, so what you can do, like if you're doing $35 for canvas, like I do $35 for canvas, $40 to $45 for door hangers, and then porch leaners or porch signs. I usually do about 55. So if you're not close to that, that's like the standard. So if you're not close to that, I would definitely inch up your price. Do you ever offer discounts on parties over a certain amount of people? I was, but maybe that's a no-no. So actually, I did a huge church event of like 75 women. They were doing an after hours generations party where they were having grandmas, moms, and kids. Okay. It was like all women. And it was so, so cool. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. So they came to me and I was like, well, it's $35 a person. And the church was actually going to pay for it. It was kind of like a reach out to the community so that, a lot of people would come in. So they messaged me and they were like, we really want to do this party, but our budget is only $25 a person. And I said, okay, no big deal. So I calculated and made sure, it would still be, because 75 people, I got to hire help. I got to, buy lots of supplies. Like I want to be ready for that. And so, and I don't half-ass a party, y'all. Like I do it right. And I want you to do it right because that's how you're going to get referrals. That's how you're going to keep having people come back. So I said, okay, I could do a smaller piece of wood, which was going to cost me, maybe $1, for the piece of wood. And I could do it that way. And we could do it for $25 a person with 75 people. So it still worked out. So I think I don't want you to like blast out discount, but if you have a situation like that and you're still going to make a profit, you can still pay people that are helping you. You can still deliver a great product. There's always room for that. Okay, so the next one, let's see. And I'm going to be doing this rapid speaks. We have a lot of questions. Do you have a rule of thumb for fundraisers? If you're doing fundraisers, you have got to make sure you let people know that a percentage of that goes to the fundraiser. And we have so much more of that inside of Paint Party headquarters. What about contests? Do you get attention on social media? Yes, Greg, and we have contests. We show you how to do that, how to get more people to follow you on social media based on your paint parties as well. How can I do a survey or a poll to find out what I can approve, so what they would like to see? I might need to start an email group. Okay, yes, everybody needs to start an email list. And yes, I survey at the end of every single one of my paint parties. Very important. Okay, Michelle. Oh, wow, Michelle has 7 questions. Woo, I got to take a drink. That's a lot. Stephanie, you're not keeping time? You need to keep my time, Stephanie. I need help. Oh, Sherry Miller just joined. Welcome, Sherry. I'm so excited. Okay, let me take a deep breath. Michelle, I'm going to answer these rapid fire, because we got a lot of questions, okay? Oh, man, we got a lot of questions. Okay, rapid fire. What are the supplies to start? We have an entire training on where to get the goods. Is licensing involved or certification? No. So this is not a franchise, okay? When you sign up for Paint Party headquarters, you are signing up to get rights to my painting designs, as well as my marketing materials, as well as mentorship from me. So I am helping you through this process. So it is not a franchise where you need a certificate. And number 3, how much would you charge for an in-person class? Per person cost, or do you do group rates? $35 for canvas, $40 to $45 for wood, $55 and up for porch signs. And again, we have entire trainings dedicated to all of this. Do you do online classes? And if so, how does that work? Oh my gosh, Michelle, we have 3 entire trainings just devoted to only online. So you're going to see so much more whenever you get inside of Paint Party headquarters. So yes, we share all of that and more. And do you do storytelling while you're doing your classes or paint parties? Sometimes, yes. So when I'm teaching, if there's like a time when I need to share something and it has to go with a funny story, of course I'm going to share that. And you don't have to, though. Sometimes people, again, there's no right or wrong way to do a paint party. I'm here to mentor you, and then you can take what you like from me, take what you don't like from me, and kind of mesh it into your own thing. But there's some people that are like, just go to this, go to this, go to this, and they get you in and out real fast. I really approach the paint party business more relational. I think it's very important to show people that you care, because when you show people you care, they want to come back. They don't come back to my parties because they need 17 canvas paintings. They come back to my parties because We're having fun. It's their social time. It's their night out, all of those great things. Okay. So, her next question, I know groups will be engaged in their painting, but how do you add the ambiance or environment? Music. Oh my gosh, great music and setting it up. Awesome. And we talk more about that as well. Number 7, how do we do stencils or the ones you share with us? Do we draw them on canvases? Yeah, so we have all the stencils for my design. So like this right here, that's going to be released very soon. We have the stencils for all of this, so you don't have to freehand it. So it's very easy. You can just use carbon paper and trace it onto your canvas. Okay, Brenda says, can you grow a Facebook page like a Facebook group? I did not realize that all along my journey to building my online presence, I was using pages, not groups. Actually, that's really smart, Brenda, to use pages. How do you book any kind of event? Okay, so let me answer that question first. You want to grow a Facebook business page. Right now, I am on my Facebook business page. I'm also on a few groups, but my main Facebook business page is Texas Art and Soul. So you want to think of your Facebook business page as your umbrella, okay? You can teach paint parties under there. Maybe you sell art kits under there. Maybe you do online paint parties under there. So you want to think of that. So groups, people do grow groups and they do paint parties in there. That is wonderful. But your first thing I want you to focus on is your Facebook page. How do you book any kind of event when you are in the hot pocket for COVID? I haven't been getting responses from emails due to nobody knows when we will reopen. I would love to get a hold of senior citizens, daycares, etc. I also need to get my group started so I can do online parties. Okay, so again, I teach you how to do online parties, okay? If you are in a place where you are on lockdown or you can't go to a restaurant. You know, I know in Texas, we are 100% open. So it's a different story for people who are in Canada who are still on, you know, full lockdown, right? So in Canada, this is why it's so important. I was teaching this before COVID ever happened to start learning online. So I want you to get into Paint Party Headquarters. And if you're in a place where you can't do in person, I want you to devour the trainings I have for you on online. Okay, the next question. Let's see. I also need to get my group started so I can do online parties. Not necessarily. So watch those trainings first, Michelle, because you don't want to just have groups to have groups. You need to have people who have paid you to go to your paint party. And again, online parties take more time. They take more time to build. So remember, doing an in-person party, you can, you know, use my script, book a party. It happens pretty fast. Doing an online party, you have to have people who know who you are, right? So you got to put in the work. You got to start doing your Facebook Lives. You got to start showing up. You'll be like Chris in our group who transitioned into in-person parties to online and started building her audience. I think she went to 17,000 followers in just 9 months. And now she has online paint parties of like 200 people at a time. It can happen, but you just got to put in the work. Okay, let's see. We have, can you please put out a call for accountability partners? Oh, wait, Michelle says, stencils, do you share? Yeah, we have those on there. Okay, let's see. Can you please put out a call for accountability partners tonight? I still need one with PPHQ opening up. I'll have a better chance of getting one. So Brenda, so when you get inside Paint Party Headquarters, in the announcements, there is a section for accountability groups. Also, every month I do a brainstorm session where I break you up into groups. This is where you get to know each other. This is where some of y'all decide to meet up in person. We have PPHQ meetups happening all over the place. It is so freaking cool. And they'll do a video or a live and post it in Paint Party Headquarters. So yes, show up for those brainstorm meetings because you're going to get to know people. You're going to start to build relationships. And the thing I can really, the wisdom I want to give you with this is as you're looking for an accountability group, think about you want to give as much as you're getting. So anytime you approach an accountability group or, you're paired up with somebody that you want to help, always come at it from a place of like, how can I help you too? Versus, I need this, like when we come from a place of like desperation and total freak out mode, and people are kind of like, so I want y'all to just breathe. Know that you're signing up tonight and you are getting a lot of information. You are getting a lot of painting tutorials. You don't need all of that yet. Only use what you need. Okay, so Linda asked, how hard is it to get butts in the seat at a restaurant party? So Linda, we have an entire training on getting butts in the seat. We teach you how to work with your hostess. We teach you so many different things you can do. We even have an ad that you can run that is very, very specific to getting people to sign up. She says, what happens if people to prepay, but then they cancel last minute? I personally do a 24-hour policy. They can't cancel last minute. If they do and they're like deathly sick, of course, I'm not a monster. I'll refund or I'll push it to the next one. Or the other day, a couple weeks ago, I did a paint party and somebody canceled last minute. And I said, hey, do you want the example painting? I'll keep your payment. And then the painting that I'm painting at the event, I'll just have at my house. You can come pick it up. And she's like, yeah, that'd be great. And so I just painted it while I was teaching and then left it on my porch and she came and picked it up and then I didn't have to refund. Let's see. Do you charge organizers? And let me go ahead and give another gift card away. Let's see who's commenting. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Sheila, you're going to win the gift card. She says, I left PPHQ and missed the group and Heidi so much that I came back. Oh, well, I'm going to give you a gift card too. So welcome back, Sheila, and give us your full address, not here, but email me at support@texasartandsoul.com, your full address, and we're going to send this to you. I am so happy you came back. That's the thing. We love y'all. And we want you obviously to stay forever. And I'm going to keep upping my game and helping you as much as I possibly can. But I know sometimes people have to leave, but I do want to just reiterate the fact that this is the last time at $37 a month. We have packed Paint Party headquarters worth so much more. And this is a business, like you're running a business. So when you think about a $37 a month write-off for your business, the risk versus reward of just one paint party basically pays for your entire year in Paint Party headquarters. So with this is the last time. So if you do cancel, just know if you do rejoin again, the price will be higher. So if you join tonight, this week, we have until Thursday at midnight. It will keep your price locked in for as long as you are a paying customer in good standing. Okay, let's see. We got that one. Okay, my next question, we have, what happens if people to prepay and then they cancel? Oh, we answered that one. Do you charge group organizers a deposit? I do. This is up to you. But when I have big events, I usually charge $300 as a deposit, and then that comes off of their amount. So for example, if they were to cancel, I keep that non-refundable deposit. But if they have, let's say 20 people, usually it's a bigger party. So let's say they have 60 people, that $300 is going to go in to how much they still owe. So yes, I do a deposit. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? How far in advance, Linda asked, do you expect them to give you a firm number of attendees? So I usually like a week in advance. So I'll say you need to prepay a week in advance, and this is where it is. Now, if we're in a position where it's Canvas and it's easy for me to gather, I push it, and I work with the hostess. But if all of a sudden they're like, hey, we might have a few more, if it's Canvas and it's not ceramic and I don't have enough, then I might let a few extra. But again, they got to prepay. But here's what you're going to find. Most people pay. If they're coming, they're going to prepay. So just make sure you are getting prepays. Oh my gosh, we have some new members. Okay, so let's take a minute. I want y'all to blow up the screen, okay? I want you, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. They're going to flag me. I want y'all to say congrats and welcome to Diane, to Tanya, to Sherry, to Ashley, to Noreen, to Denise, to Charlene. All of y'all have just joined Paint Party Headquarters. So I'm so excited to help you. Oh my gosh. So excited to help you. So cool. Okay, the next thing I want to share. Okay, so is it Nathalie? I think I'm saying that right. Hopefully. She says, everywhere in Canada, we can't do in-person paint parties. My only choice is that, did y'all hear my voice? It's like, it's starting to squeak. Let me take another drink. She says, the only choice I have is to do it online. My only fear is to get set on Facebook and doing a website in Canva and being paid with PayPal. This is what I'm struggling with. I'm not really techie. It's really a lot of technical things for me to put together. Okay, so we have members in Canada. And here's what I want to recommend. We have members in Scotland. We have members in France. We have people all over the world inside of Paint Party Headquarters. Now, yes, right now in Canada, it is shut down. What I would recommend you doing is I want you to, sorry, I was reading a little message. Squirrel. Anybody else do squirrel? If you see a message, you all of a sudden freak out. I want you to, I'm seeing another message. I'm getting squirrel brain. Oh my gosh. Please tell me y'all have squirrel brain too. And it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay. So what I want you to do is to, if you are in a place where you cannot do this in person, start thinking about how you can do this online. Devour the trainings I have for online. Because here's the thing that I know that has happened this past year. We have had people that got stuck. And then we had people that were like, nope, we are pivoting and we're going to pivot, and they have been successful. So what happens now that some places are opening up, now they have an extra way to make income. They are flexible. They have pivoted. So I want you to learn. Oh my gosh, thank you for having squirrel moments. Everybody on here, y'all, I love you. Thank you. Linda says I'm the #1 best squirrel hunter. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely have squirrel. Yeah. So the trainings, just so y'all know, the trainings are pre-recorded and edited very beautifully. So I don't have squirrel moments. Although one time I did have a squirrel moment about some glasses, and Brendan, who you'll get to know her, she edits and does a beautiful job. She makes everything so pretty. So my craziness will sometimes come out to her. She'll take a 20-minute video and get it down to 10 minutes of exactly what you need, tech-wise, social media-wise. And then one time I got distracted about my glasses. I think I had these new glasses and got distracted. And she said she had this, like, I think she had like a fat squirrel walking around like on their thing. It was so funny. I was like, how do you even do that? It's so cool. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be on here about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to recap. So if any of y'all are unsure and you want to know what's included in Paint Party Headquarters. Okay. All right. So we have Jeanette. Oh, and Nathalie, just so you know, we have we have so many tech trainings for you. Jeanette says, I am only able to do online parties, and I was wondering if it's possible to make a full income from online parties. I would like to make $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and was wondering how much a day I would have to spend on Facebook ads and what kind of money in a month. What other ways do you recommend to promote your online parties? Okay, so Janet and everybody here, I don't know y'all's financial situation. Everybody's financial situation is different. But what I do want to say is I never recommend quitting your full-time job until you build this up. Okay. I will not be that person for you. I will not be, sure, quit your full-time job and it's going to be all fine. Liz, yay, welcome. So happy you're here. Sorry, squirrel again. Okay. So I will never be that person. I will always say, build it up so that you feel confident, and then you can, quit your full-time job. Doing the online part does take longer to build it up. You may be sitting here and you have a Facebook group of 100,000 people. If that's the case and you have a really good engaged Facebook group, it's going to be way faster for you than if you're in the position where you're just now starting your Facebook business page. So it depends. It depends on where you're at. And again, I want you to see where you're at, see what you like, keep, taking the next step, and then Facebook ads will come. Your paint parties will come. What I have really noticed about this is most people, entrepreneurship is not for the weak. Did y'all know that? Does anybody know that? A lot of times people say, I'm going to quit my full-time job and I'm going to work 4 hours a day doing No, entrepreneurs, we usually quit our full-time job and we end up working double that. That's just the nature of an entrepreneur. That's the nature of what this is. And, it's because we love it. We love it so much. And so what I want you to do is think about if you're building this for online, it takes time, but is it going to be worth it? Because most people, y'all are different. You're here. Most people won't take the time to even learn what to do, much less take the action needed. So give yourself a pat on the back right now. Pat on the back. Oh, that feels good. I need to give myself a massage. Give me a second. Feels so good. Give yourself a pat on the back because you are here and you're taking the next step to learn. And, it talks about, Tony Robbins says this, and I love him so much because he talks about, don't just keep doing things and hoping stuff will happen. Find somebody that's doing what you want to do and then model them. Like I said, I'm making the mistakes for you so I can present it on a platter of this will save you time, energy, money, all of that. That is my job, to make the mistakes, to do all of that stuff so that I can make this faster for you. Okay, so Susan says, I actually own an arts and crafts studio here in a small town. She says, open it up in January and it can only fit about 12 people. I'm wondering if I'll ever make anything, or is having more space the key? I feel like once I make something, I have to turn around and spend it on more supplies. It's a lot of great reactions from the community and they are loving it. Just need more people to sign up for classes. Sometimes I think a project is going to be a hit and it's a miss. And sometimes I think it's going to be a miss and it's a hit. I wish I could sell out every single class. Maybe that's the key. I will be doing great if I could sell out every class. Okay, so I would, first off, Susan, take a deep breath. I can feel the stress in your comment, your question. What I would do is if you have 12 people in that studio, it is okay to fill that studio, which again, in Paint Party headquarters, you're going to get access so much to so many on-trend designs. So you're going to be able to grab and go. That's going to save you a lot of time. But there is nothing wrong than having stuff at your studio, and then it's okay to go to restaurants, to move the environment. That's okay. And so I want you to be open to knowing, okay, I have my studio, but if a fundraiser happens and I need to go to a school for something, that's okay too. Again, when we are only stuck in one way of doing things, we miss a ton of opportunities. And I am the queen of pivoting and problem solving and helping you get results. I love that. That's what I wake up like. I stay up late going, oh my gosh, Rebecca had this problem. How can I solve it? That's what keeps me up at night. That's what gets me going in the morning to go, how can I help them get progress faster? So constantly, it's all about trying new things. When you have a project that's a miss and you think it's going to be a hit, it's business. It's okay. Don't take it personally. Scratch it. Go to the next thing. Okay. But we really try to make that curve a lot faster for you. Okay. So Joel says, where and how do you get started doing paint parties? Well, when you first join, you are getting the contacting venues what to say immediately. This huge packet is going to get you started right away. Okay. Sue says, can you list the type of art it helps with, or is it just acrylics? So I teach you acrylics. So this is an acrylic-based thing. I have had people, again, I'm not teaching wreath making. I am not teaching watercolor. I am not teaching that. But I have had people that use my social media and marketing tips, just that, to grow their business. Just those two things alone to grow their business. I have people that only are in Paint Party headquarters just for the SVGs. So you can choose what you want. It's like a buffet. You ain't got to grab it all. Just grab what you need. And then if you've used that, you need something else, go grab what else you need. Like when I'm at the buffet, I'm like, oh, I kind of want spaghetti, but I really want the pizza, but probably should have a salad. I'm going to go for the pizza first and dip it in ranch. Then I'm going to regret it because it's going to hurt my stomach. Then I'm going to go for the salad because then I feel bad about that. Then I might go for the spaghetti. Oh, yeah. And there must be cheese sticks involved, right? So I'm going to go to all those things, but I can't go to all of them at once. All right. So make sure when you're going to that stuff, you can use it for other things, but we are mainly teaching you ceramics, wood designs, canvas designs, door hangers, and porch leaners. That's where we really live. But people take my strategies and my tips for business and teach so many different things. Okay, so Rosanna says, what day of the month is your payment due every month? Is it the same day every month? Say you sign up on the 20th, is it on the 20th every month? Yes, it's basically 30 days after when you sign up, unless you pay for the year. So if you get the year rate, that means you get a whole month free. So you're getting a discount. Once you pay for the year, you do not get another yearly charge until an entire year later. So I highly recommend you mark it on your calendar. I joined. I'm really big about, tracking stuff, because when you track stuff, it grows. When it grows, you see results and you get really excited. And plus it motivates you to do more, right? So if you decide to do the yearly, you're going to sign up for the yearly. You'll get a month free. And then next year at this time, it will take out for the year again. Here's the thing to remember. This is the last time at this price. $37 a month will never be offered again. So when you sign up during this, we have till Thursday at midnight. When you sign up for this $37 a month, you will never be charged higher when the price goes higher. Okay. So you will be grandfathered in at this rate. When we open the doors again, it will be higher. Okay. If you join monthly, you can cancel at any time. I do recommend you give yourself, a few months at least, maybe 6 months to go for it. Don't just join and then go, I made a mistake. You got to give yourself some time. Think about your brand new job and you go to orientation. You don't just come out of the gate. When I was a bank teller, I didn't just go work at a bank and they said, here, take the till, grab the money, blah, blah. No, I went through weeks of training. And then even when I had weeks of training, I had people shadowing me for more weeks before they let me just have my own little register and all that money, right? They had to teach me and train me. Same thing here. You're paying $37 a month and it can be so overwhelming. So overwhelming if you just go into all of it. But you got to breathe. You got to go, let me just take one step at a time. Okay. All right. Let's see. What if I don't know how to paint something that they want to paint at a paint party? Donna, you are going to know what to paint before you ever pre-sell a painting. Okay. We teach you how to do that. So you don't show up at a paint party and go, what do y'all want to paint? No, you say, okay, is this the painting? You make sure you know how to paint it first, then you offer it for your paint parties. Okay, Linda says, I'm doing rapid fire and then we're going to wrap up. She says, what do you have to wash your brushes out with? Solo cups. Yeah, I just use Solo cups. Stacy says, you mentioned you're using a graphic designer. Is that for the packets that are put together right? The designs in them are still yours. Yes, so we purchase all the design rights, okay? So I hire somebody and purchase the design rights. So this is my painting, and then we purchase design rights so that you can use them for your paint parties. So again, you don't have to stress about, do I know this? Do I know how to do all of this? We get it ready for you so that you just drag and drop your information. That's it. So easy. We do that for all of the paintings. Oh my gosh, Sue, congratulations. Everybody welcome Sue. She just joined. So happy. And so what kind of paint do I recommend? Craft paint, acrylic paint, just whatever you can get. You can do easy stuff. You can do the cheap stuff at Walmart. Do we trace all the canvases we're using? I recommend that. You will see inside Paint Party Headquarters a couple different ways, but I recommend it. And Shelly says, is Zoom better for an online paint party or going live, or have somebody read the comments? We have people that do both, and I have done both. I personally like to do it on a Facebook Live inside a private group, but we have people who do huge parties on Zoom with corporations, and you're going to learn so much about them as well. Okay, Yvonne says, what size canvases do you use for $35? 16 by 20. Kathy says, hi, Heidi. Tell me about how the kits work and how much. We have so much information on kits. We actually have a full-blown training. I think it's called All About Kits. I'm not for sure, but I think it's all about kids. So we have so much on that. So we're going to be able to do that. I think I rapid fired. Oh my gosh. I think I got it. Oh, Kath says, can we change our date that our payment comes out? If you have signed up and then you need to change your date, you do need to email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com, and then they can help you out. And LaDonda says, LaDonna, beautiful name. And she says, I live in a very small community in rural New Mexico. Worried I can't get enough parties. Well, LaDonna, you are in luck because I teach you not only how to do this in person, but I also teach you how to, I'm kind of crazy, but I've driven from Texas to Florida and done several paint parties many a years. So I'm kind of an extreme case. I call it traveling paint parties. Me and my daughter go on road trips and we have a blast. I'm pretty much within a 2-hour radius. I will drive because I used to teach full-time for 10 years. I made $220 a day teaching 150 kids pretty much a day. I taught 850 students a week. Okay. And I'm about to give another gift card. So thank y'all for commenting. I'll pick one more person for a gift card and then one more at the end. And so I would teach 850 kids a week. And so in a day's time, about 150 kids, I would make $220. And that was me getting up at 5 a.m., getting ready, getting to school by 7, doing traffic, all of that, teaching all of those kids, being done, coming home, totally exhausted. So I thought, okay, if I could drive 2 hours, listen to a podcast, have a party of 10, 15, make $350 to $450, drive home, listening to my music or my podcast, like, sure, that sounds like a great day to me. So I teach you to expand your horizons, to also start thinking about how you can do it online too. So many fun things for that. All right, guys, I think that was the last questions that y'all submitted. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. What I want to do, Kelly says, what do we get access to when you first join? You get access to everything. Everything. So excited for y'all. Y'all, here's the thing. I am so grateful for y'all. So grateful for y'all. And Kelly Moore, I am going to pick you for the Starbucks. She says, pick me, please. I rejoined because of you. Well, Kelly Moore, if you will email support@texasartandsoul.com, I will send you a new gift card. So happy you're here. Here's the thing, y'all. You get access to everything. Everything when you join. Y'all have been so good to me and my family. I'm telling you, like, I am so, my big wildest dream was if I could help 500 of you start a paint party business. Like, that would be beyond my wildest dreams. We have over 2,000 of you that I get to help from all over the world. And I am so grateful for that. So grateful. And so I'm not going to go, okay, you get access to only 1 month of PPHQ. No, you get access to all of it. The only thing I ask you to do is that if you leave, which I hope you don't, I've seen here, we've had several that have rejoined because they've left and they want back, right? But if you do leave, the only thing I ask is that you don't keep using my stuff. I think that's disrespectful. Again, like I said, if you join the gym, you can't all of a sudden take the treadmill with you, right? It's the kind of the same way. You join Paint Party Headquarters and you have access to, 100 plus designs and marketing and all of that. You can't quit in 2 months and then go, oh, I'm going to use her tiki bar for life, or I'm going to use her marketing resources forever because I paid $37. No, that's not cool. That's not ethical. But I want to give you all of it as long as you're a paying member. I tell my PPHQ members, I'm like, if I go live on Texas Art and Soul, because I teach you to go live twice a week on your business page, and you'll learn more about that later. But so I do what I teach. I teach paint parties. I teach you how to do it. I teach how to do online paint parties. I teach you how to do it. And here's the thing. If I go live on my Facebook page twice a week, which I will do, I tell y'all in Paint Party Headquarters, I'm like, if this turns out cute, use it. It's yours. Grab it. There's one official, like full-blown tutorial for you every month because you don't need a zillion paintings to have a successful paint party. You just need a few really great ones per season. But if I'm painting to build up my audience and to meet new people like you, and it turns out great, sometimes I'm like, we hope, but we don't know. The flamingo turned out really great. So we started blasting it all inside Paint Party Headquarters and getting tracers and all of that great stuff because we want you to be successful. We want you to be successful. So as soon as you sign up, go search for your email because it's probably going to hide. This is one of those endurance things, right? This is one of those parts of business where you're like, you gotta find it. So your first step, you sign up. Then you pretend like it's an Easter egg hunt. You go to your email because it's probably not going to go to the right spot. It's probably going to go to spam or to promo. You go hunt for it like an Easter egg. You click on it and it's going to tell you your next steps. And because you're joining, and we're going to have an extra meeting with you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. We're going to be on Zoom where I can see you. You can see me. I can get to know you a little bit better and kind of have just an after hours talk and just welcome you officially and just get excited with you. This is really cool. You are making a really, really big step. And we do not take it lightly. Like I said, we have an entire team ready to help you and support you. And when you ask questions, our job is to help you get answers. Not only answers, but point you to the right training. So again, I am so excited you're here. I just want to welcome you all. And we are going to be live again tomorrow. I'm actually going to be teaching this painting tomorrow. I want to say, don't quote me. I want to say I'm going to be teaching this party at 11 a.m. Central, but please don't quote me, okay? 11 a.m. Central, I'm going to be teaching this painting. And then tomorrow night, for all of you that have joined, it's going to be at 6 p.m. The bonus Q&A, 6 p.m. Central, and it's going to be a Zoom meeting where we're face-to-face. I can see you. It'll be an hour long. Bring your coffee, bring your tea, and I would love to just talk with you, get to know you a little bit more. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about paint parties, but maybe we'll just talk about a little bit about your goals. It's really important to have these goals as you're coming through. So all of you that joined, you're going to get a special link for that. So I just want to say welcome. We are excited. We cannot wait to help you inside of Paint Party Headquarters. Remember, this is the last time we are offering it at $37 a month. You have until Thursday at midnight to get in at this price. If you join for the year, you get a month free. That means you are committed to a year. You are committing, and then in a year's time, it will renew again in a year, but you will not have to pay the higher price. Again, like I said, you want to be ready for fall. We start our fall meetings, our fall prep meetings for y'all next month. You may think, June, why are we talking about fall paintings? No, in the paint party business, you got to be a couple months ahead. And that's how you're going to be so successful. So I'm excited to help you. The link to sign up is in the description. Go ahead and sign up right now. If you want to text me, you can text me. If somebody wants to type out this number, it is 817-373-5478. You can actually type the word join, and then you will be able to get all the information on exactly what to do. I'm so excited. I can't wait to help you. Again, all of y'all, if you're nervous, if you're unsure, just check out what it's all about. If you're still unsure, come join us tomorrow when I paint this and you can hear a little bit more about it. But like I said, I can't wait to help you. You never know where this paint party adventure is going to go. And before I go, Kelly, is it Satcher? Kelly Satcher, you just won the gift card. Oh, it's upside down. Kelly, you just won the $10 gift card. So if you will please email support@texasartandsoul.com, we will send you a Starbucks card so you can get some coffee. All right, guys, I'm so happy you joined. Felicia, welcome. So many of y'all have joined. I'm so happy for y'all. Again, I will see y'all tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central in a private Zoom so that we can all get to know each other a little bit more. And then again, for those of you that are joining, just know this $37 will never go up for you. All right, guys, good night. It's been so much fun, and I will see you tomorrow. You have until Thursday to make a decision, and I can't wait to help you.